the white way, the Korean vegan. Um, I just happened to see this today, and I was just flipping through, dicking off for about an hour this morning. You know, I had my hour dick off time, and the Korean vegan posted a short about her mom making some vegan dish. I don't know what it is, but when she was a kid, when her friends used to come over, her mom wouldn't let her. They make it in the floor for some reason. Whatever it is, they do it. They make it in the floor. Her mom wouldn't let her make it in the floor when her friends came over. So, as an adult, she made it for her YouTube channel, Twitter channel, whatever the hell it was. I guess it was Twitter. It actually was Twitter. So they make this dish in the floor, sitting in the floor. The Korean vegan says something. This dude says, made in the floor, not for me to. Actually, I'm sorry. She says, I don't want to lie to you. Let me find out exactly what she says before. She says, Christy, come here. I want to have Christy go look at it. Can you go look at that real quick and see what she said? I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
Good. You're going to have to go to the Korean vegan on YouTube. Wait, what did you hear what this chick says? Here, just give it to me. Let me play the whole video for them so they know what I'm talking about. This is fucking insane.
You said it's on Twitter?
No, it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on
But this is where we're at in this country. Go to the Korean vegan, 3 words on YouTube. But this is where we're at in this country. And like this, if I said some shit about that like this, dude, I'd be fucking canceled out of the damn world for saying some shit like this. Hold on.
That one. And then
Yeah.
you need the videos, yeah.
Let me find it. Toxic family members, no. Kimchi's, baked vegan, something about chicken. Vegan pop, is that it? Vegan pop chicken?
Maybe.
Hold on, let's see if this is it.
Oh,
Yeah, this is it right here. Listen to this shit. Listen.
That she was embarrassed about.
I'm starting. I'll start it over.
Go down and go back.
Christina screwed it up.
There you go.
All right,
Ever
listen to
since
this shit.
I was little, my mom made it very clear to me that she was embarrassed about certain aspects of our culture.
Listen
she would never
close.
let me bring kimchi to school after a certain point, and when non-Korean friends came over after school, she would always apologize in advance for the smell. Yesterday, I went to my mom's house to make a kimchi making video, and my mom kept insisting that we sauce the kimchi on a table instead of the floor, even though in all my memory, it's always been done on the floor. Once again, my mom was worried about appearances, and I thought she was just being overly self-conscious. I posted a picture of us doing our kimchi squat on Twitter, and then somebody replied with this.
Okay, here was what she said on Twitter. She posted a picture of it on Twitter, and the Korean vegan said, "That's the way it's done. No kimchi for you." Talking about whoever's seen the video or whoever's seen the picture. This person,
Without a picture.
without a, you can see there's no avatar, and we even looked on Twitter to see if you could tell anything about this person, like their race or anything, and on there you can't. As far as we can tell, you can't. Replied, on the floor, "I'll pass, thanks."
That's it.
That's all they said. That was it. Look, you can see it right there. Now finish listening to what she says now. Listen closely.
And I was furious. Not for me, but for my mom. My 72-year-old mom, who spent the last half of her life assimilating into this country, still needs to be afraid of this. That she still needs to be self-conscious about her culture. That she's still being told that the white way is the only right way. For the record, I'm done apologizing. And so is my mom.
The white way is the only right way. So she's turned into a race fucking issue. But if Randall went out and shot a goddamn rabbit and chopped it up in front of her and threw it in the fryer and posted a picture of it and said something like, "Sorry, no Bugs Bunny for you," what do you think she'd say? Would that be some Korean being a racist against white people? Like the racism shit has gone so far over the fucking top. Everything is a racism thing. They've pushed it so far now. If you are like me and are transracial, we can say that it's white people's fault that fucking everything's happening. I don't give a shit if you're driving down the road and you swerve into the other lane to hit a car. As long as you hit a white person head on, you can blame it on that white person. And I suggest, as a transracial person, as all of my subscribers are, that you take full advantage of this and start pointing out every white person you see and blaming everything on racism. Fucking chicken burnt racism. You don't want to eat chicken? That's racist. You're a vegan? Well, surely to God, vegans are racist, right? If they don't eat my meat, they are racist. This bullshit. Oh, come on, man. Please, no. Oh, my bad. Did I say GD? Did I?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't take no offense, God. Please don't send me to hell for saying that. You're a forgiving man. I know you're a forgiving God.
Come on, now we're telling us what we can say.
Asians are white. Bite me, dude. Like, where does it end though? So I left a comment and I said, I forgot. I said a whole bunch of shit. I was pissed when I left the comment, and I just told people like, you are stupid for buying into this bullshit. You know, this lady, what she took something totally out of context and blamed a whole race of people, and you can't even tell what race this person is. This could be this could have been a fucking Korean. Oh. You woke up as a Mercury 300 HP today. Oh yeah, well you got fucked, dude. You should have been like a 525 Cummins or something. Damn, you're a cat. I mean, you got screwed. But like, when does it end? Dude, could you imagine if white people were blaming everything on blacks or Koreans for that matter? I mean, you don't want people to hate Koreans, but then you make a video and you blatantly say some crazy bullshit on it. And it's for no other reason than to sway people's opinions. And like they've got this racism shit down to a science now. Like, Black Lives Matter. What, you don't think Black Lives Matter? Well, Black Lives Matter is terrorists. You think black people are terrorists? You don't think Black Lives Matter? I want to start a nonprofit called White Lives Matter. Rednecks Matter. Hillbillies Matter. Hillbilly Holland. I mean, it's fucking insane. It blows my mind that people buy into this shit. And here's another thing. This was once the greatest country in the world, because when people moved here, they assimilated. They left all that other shit behind. I got a buddy I talk to every morning. Even this morning, he said when my grandparents moved here, they would not let my mom speak Spanish outside of the home. That's why I don't know Spanish. And I wasn't being an asshole to him, but I said, well, there was, I don't know what the reason behind that was, but when people used to move here, they used to immigrate here when they was allowed to, when the immigration opened back up. They wanted to assimilate to our culture to have what the fuck we had. What they had didn't work. That's why they left it. So they wanted to move here and become accustomed to our culture and leave that other shit behind. You want to make fucking chicken fried rice or whatever at home, nobody gives a shit. But you need to assimilate to what we do, because if not, diversity is a fucking disease, man. It truly is. When you have diverse groups of people living in confined spaces, and we are fucking confined. There's 330 million people in this country. We're far overpopulated, and it's all because of the welfare system. It's another video. We've already talked about that shit. It causes problems because everybody wants shit their way. That's why you have all the craziness going on in this country today. Come from a biracial family, and my two half-sisters buy into this shit, but my brother sees it for what it is. A joke. It's caused major issues. Dude, it is, Thomas. It's fucking crazy, dude. Crazy. Christy's sister's married to a black dude. And listen, man, I wish I could get her on video because she's a fucking nutcase. She legit needs to be in an award somewhere because she can't think for herself. She is told what to think, and if she's not told what to think, she can't think it. What was the one that happened the other day where it was just so fucking, just so simple, but she just couldn't get it? What did you guys talk about the other day?
What were we saying?
I don't remember. You told me about it. I remember thinking that fucking stupid bitch. That's so simple to think about. But she's one of those people that thinks there shouldn't be no cops out in the streets. She thinks government should take all guns, but government should have guns. But do you trust government? She'll say, fuck no. Think about what you're saying, but she can't think about it because she hasn't been told to think that. It blows my mind. It blows my mind that people are still buying into this shit. After all the shit that's happened over the last 2 years.
A black guy and she cheats on him.
Well, the lady's sister is married to a black. Dude, Christy's brother-in-law does nothing but cheat on her sister. He's got a side bitch somewhere like that. He's all the time with.
All the time.
All the time.
And she don't think nothing.
And this is widely known. This is known. Christy knows it. Christy's told her sister about it. She's like, she's caught him before. They were supposed to get married. This son of a bitch went to California and didn't come back for a week. They were supposed to be married like in 2 days or something. He jumped on a plane or something with one of his buddies to go to his, what was it called? They wasn't called a bachelor party. What was it called? I forget now.
I forget too.
It wasn't called a bachelor party. It was called some other scam fucking
But he was only
name.
supposed to go there and come
Yeah, he was
straight
supposed to
back.
go there for like a day, you know, for like the, oh, I'm going to go hang out as a single guy with my buddies and get fucking lots of hookers and cocaine at the hotel, and I'll be right back. He didn't come back for a week. He missed the fucking wedding. He missed it. It was scheduled. He didn't show up. He wasn't even in the state. So what does she do? When he comes back and goes, I'm sorry, baby. I missed the flight. I spent all my money at the casino. I couldn't get back. I lost my plane ticket. I couldn't buy another casino. I didn't want to call you because I was embarrassed. Well, the truth is he spent fucking $2,000 on fucking hookers and coke probably. And she married him anyway. And that wasn't the first time. There's been multiple times. I've seen the dude. Was it me or you? I don't remember. I think it was me.
On Haven? Or when he was driving down the street?
Driving down the street.
I think it was Buddy, I think.
You've seen him on Haven, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him out. Like Cincinnati's a big area, but like you see people out eventually. I've seen him out with other females in the car. Other white girls, some other dumbass white girl. Christy's seen him. And that's how these black dudes, it's sad to say, but I don't give a fuck. That's what these black dudes look at. This white girl, my white bitch.
Becky.
Yeah, it's Becky.
Basic ass white bitch.
Yeah. I mean, it's insane that she does it, and I'm racist. If I say anything about it, I'm racist. Listen, me and this motherfucker here's it, but dude, like people just buy into it. I got to a fight with this son of a bitch one time. He was all jumping around in the street, and I said, "Dude, why don't you quit jumping around like a fucking monkey and come over here and I'll beat your ass." I was racist for saying that. He was jumping around like a monkey. If he'd have been purple, he'd still been jumping around like a fucking monkey. But they associated that with his skin color and what other people call him. Like, it's a complex thing. And now you got all these other fucking people buying into it. Now whites hate Koreans. I ain't never heard about whites hating Koreans in my fucking life until the last 6 months. And now there's Koreans just getting beat down everywhere. I ain't seen not one Korean get their ass whooped. Not one. Not in my life. I can't think of one Korean I've seen get their ass whooped. Because either they know better than to fucking fight, or they know that fucking whatever shit, and they're going to whoop your ass. But I've never seen a Korean fight nobody. They're too fucking chill. Every black woman I dated, she was the BT 1000. All right, I mean, you suckered me in. What's the BT 1000? Like, is that what it says? What's the BT 1000? Watch the ones, Asians. John Rice, and that's what I think. But that's not what it pushes. That's not what the narrative says. It doesn't say that, you know. And I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm an equal opportunity hater. I treat you how you deserve to be treated. I don't care if you're Korean. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, Asian. It doesn't fucking matter to me. You're either a cool person that I get along with, or I don't like you very much. One of the two. Oh fuck. I got a problem. Remind me to call Chris. I don't know. What just made me think of that? Black Terminator 1000. It's how stupid do you got to be though to make a thing about as a vegan about some vegan chicken something? Why do you got anything named chicken when you're a freaking vegan anyway? I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, you post it and somebody says, you say no vegan for you, and they say, and it made in the floor, no thanks. I get it. Just like if Randall was to cook up some rabbit, I'm sure you would say no thanks. Does that make it Korean, the Korean way? No. That means you didn't want to eat fucking rabbit. Just like this one person didn't want to eat. Let's just say it was some white dude.
I want to try fufu.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a dish.
I know.
No, it's a real dish that everybody can eat, not just freaking.
I know.
Shut up.
The old wife just came out of the garage. Says she wants to eat some fufu. Son of a bitch.
Dish.
Oh, it's food.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about something else. I was like, fucking baby, why didn't you told me this? Been together 16 years. 17. We could have been doing this shit a long time ago.
17.
17 years. 17 years?
Yes, honey.
Jesus Christ, you're getting fucking old.
So are you.
Not. I'm only 37.
Yeah. What are you about to be this November?
Huh?
My age?
What?
What about to be this November? My age?
What are you talking about?
This November, you're about to be my age.
You'll always be older than me.
Not for the last couple months of the year.
You will always be older
This
than
is
me. You're still
November.
10 or 12 months older than me. 10, 11 months
But you'll
older
be
than
my
me.
age.
Yeah.
For 2 months.
Fucking old bag. Don't act like I'm as old as you.
Shut up.
Oh, white lady here, you're racist. He defames black woman and he's black. Who's that? Tommy Sotomayor. That name sounds familiar. Like, it just... I just don't get it. At all. Zero. Nothing. People are fucking going crazy. They want free money. They want to blame everything on white people. And here's what I said in one of my comments. I said, oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe he is a racist. Maybe it's the white way. So let's get rid of all racism. Why don't you, let's have a march against affirmative action. It's racist. It's federally mandated racism. Let's do away with it. I mean, you all, like, these people that claim this shit are the ones that want to be segregated from the world.
Yeah.
You have black people claiming that all whites are racist, and you're like, fuck it, all right, let's move into the same hood. And they're like, hell no, we don't want to live next door to you. You can't come over to my house. You ain't eating my barbecue. Why not? Because you're white. That's not racist? Well, no. Blacks can't be racist. Koreans can't be racist.
I was told today that if you're what did
You
she
ain't
say?
white, you ain't right.
No, said that white racism isn't a thing.
White racism.
Like racism against us is not a thing.
Oh, it definitely is.
Swear to God.
It definitely is. Affirmative action is that. Like, racism, being called a name is not racist.
You cannot be racist against white people. That's not a thing.
Then she doesn't know what racism is.
She's white.
She doesn't know what racism is.
I know.
She doesn't know what racism is. They've taken prejudice and they've made it into racism. So, like, say, I hate Knicks. Let's pretend Knicks was a race. I hate Knicks. That's not racism. That's being prejudiced. Now, if I went and just fucking punched a Nick in the mouth because he was a Nick and for no other reason, that would be racism. Nick works for me. I fired Nick because he's a shitty worker. That's not racism. I fired Nick because he's a Nick. That's racism. I burned down Nick's house because he fucked with my daughter. He had it coming. I burned down Nick's house because he's a Nick. That's racism. Like, people don't understand that they're changing the definition. They're changing the way we use, the way we speak, our freaking verbiage, our language. They're changing the definitions of the words that we use to promote their fucking agenda. And they're even convincing us to do it because I say it sometimes. Like, if somebody says something, I'll start, just like a minute ago, like I was talking about racism and I was talking about just talking or something. It had nothing to do with racism at all. If anything, it had something to do with prejudice. But we've been conditioned to believe that shit, man. Like, it blows my mind. Give it up, people. White people don't give a fuck. For the most part, white people don't care. Now, there might be that small group out there that's so minuscule, it's unfucking noticeable. Because in order for somebody to do something that is racist, you have to commit a fucking crime. Which would mean that those good police officers that you count on so much, that you want to defund, but you call every time that something else happens, would probably have them in jail. Watch the RT, etc. It's not about black empowerment. It's all about the hate the white man. I hate the white man. They teach you white kids in school to hate white men. Oh, definitely. 100% they are. 100% they are, man. 100% they are. And, like, I hate anybody that buys into it. I don't care what race you are. You buy into that bullshit. If you judge me by my skin color, I have no use for you. It's just like these pieces of shit that judge tattoos. I had somebody the other day tell me that tattoos equate to criminal. If you got a tattoo on you, you're a criminal. I said, you realize these fucking cops walk around out here with sleeves now, right? The majority of them. They went and got their pretty $4,000 sleeves and shit. I got my $3 chest that ain't done. No, I'm not going to show you. It's a secret.
I think you did, Joe.
I don't think I've ever shared it. It's not done. I don't think I have showed it. I think I've seen part of it.
She said, what?
Yeah, guess where that was done at? Uh-huh. I don't Lancaster. Nipples hurt, don't get them done.
Nipples hurt.
They do. I got tattoos straight through my nipples. Oh my God, don't do it ever. It was don't.
Uncle Steve said he got both of his pierced when he was drunk and it still hurt. And Uncle Steve had tattoos everywhere. He said he about died. He said take them out.
You got a pierced? Your Uncle Steve did?
Yeah, remember that one side had the
Dave?
eye of the skull was right at his nipple, and then the dragon and everything. Yeah.
You remember Dave had his belly button pierced? His navel pierced?
Oh yeah, right. Dave Kemp had his navel and a chain to his dick.
Did you ever see it?
No, I saw the chain. Stephanie Crawford dated him.
How you know
Stephanie Crawford was with him.
I just told you all about it. You guys had ew. You talked about somebody else's penis?
No, she told me
You're
it's really
sicko.
there. Talk about somebody's penis.
You're gross. Talking about eating foo-foo, and now you're talking about some other dude's freaking Prince Albert.
Food. No.
You woke up all kinds of fucked up this morning.
Shut up. You're retarded.
Oh, man. No, stomach's not the worst, dude. Chest by far. I got them on my side.
I think the rib hurts.
I got them on my side, my stomach, and my chest. Chest by far. Worst. I got them on my ribs on my side. Yeah. Chest.
That's what
Michael God.
Said. That's what Michael said.
Yeah. Chest. Anybody can tell you
but
chest hurts.
It depends on.
It probably depends on the person, how you have it done, what you're having done, how much it's what you're, it probably depends on a lot of shit. For me, my chest was worse than anything. My legs, when I got my foot done, I got a toe tag on my foot. I don't know if you can see it. I got to cover my social security number.
Warlord says, LOL, say $3 chest piece.
I got to cover up my social security number so y'all can't see it.
You showed that though.
I'm trying to show you. So, cover up my social security number.
Your rib didn't hurt as much as.
Fuck no. How do we go from white racism to showing my damn nasty ass?
Because I'm holding my hand right there.
Yeah. I got my toe tag already done. That felt like it was having. I felt like I was getting
hurt as bad as your chest.
Back of my leg now.
I was dying, but you probably have meat there and I don't.
Just didn't hurt me. I fell asleep on my shoulders. I'm cool. Elbow is far worse. I don't have one on my elbow, so I don't know about that. But anyway, you're a racist. You're all racist. I don't care if you're Liberty Williams and you are black, you are racist. It's the white way. The white way. I sound like fucking Elmer Fudd. The white way. What's this dude doing? What you creeping for, homie? Come get you some. What else been going on in the world? What other stupid shit's happening? What happened with Black Rifle Coffee Company? They come out again against Rittenhouse? I haven't paid no attention. Do you like your tattoos? Do you have any regrets about getting them? They don't bother me, man. Like, I just wish I could get them done because they're not finished. I want to the hole. I'm getting my chest done. Funniest shit in the world. And they lock the dorm down. They bring in SRTs, don't have it, but it's called Special Response Team. So I'm laying there, and my dude that has a big dorm area. He's shooting my chest, and he's got. SRTs come in, so we started tripping around. And he spills ink everywhere, and he's got fucking ink all over him, man, all over him, all over his arms and shit. And they have us stand at the end of our racks like immediately, like you got to jump up and stand at the end of your rack. So, because when they run in, they run and they stand and watch down each aisleway of beds, so you can't get rid of nothing. You know what I mean? You can't run to the bathroom and flush nothing or anything like that. So they run in, they're standing there, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And I stand up, and somehow ink winds up going all over him, and I just throw on a shirt and button it up, and they come through doing tattoo checks is what they were doing. So I had to take all my clothes off, and they knew I got tattoos, so I got a ticket. But first they got to him, and he was covered in ink and shit, and the captain was standing there. The captain was like, "Boy, what the fuck you been doing?" Straight face as fuck, didn't miss a beat. Dude, was shoot my tattoos, just cleaning chimneys. He's like, get the fuck to the bathroom, get the shit. We both went to the hole, got ticketed out. It was funnier for me than I guess it is for you now. Yeah. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on coffee anyway, no matter what is selling it. Fuck Black Coffee, fuck Starbucks, fuck the wall. Grilled cheese? She's making grilled cheese, allegedly. That's what she said 30 minutes ago. I've been waiting, putting my shirt on. Waiting on this grilled cheese.
Oh, yeah, I didn't make that yet.
Well, what went on with that? Somebody, I guess they're coming back out against Rittenhouse again or something. That dude's done, man. Yeah, you know, the simple fact that if he walks into trial, if he walks into the building, that right there proves that there's no patriot community in this country. Now, there's 76 million people that call themselves patriots because they support some far left socialist. Where are they at? Why are they not stopping this from happening? The people have the power to not allow somebody to be tried for a crime they didn't commit. We have that power. Plain and simple, we have that power.
What lady is it here? Judy said something about the mayor, I think. The mayor's being investigated using tax money for personal goods. Some items cost 6 figures. I still doubt he'll go to prison.
Who?
What is the lady? Is it unemployment? The Ohio unemployment lady?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
She was stealing all kinds of money. She's on trial right now.
No, that was a lawyer for something.
No, me and
maybe
Carla were
talking
just
about
talking
something
about
different. I
it.
don't
Yeah.
know.
She's either like head of unemployment or something like that, where she's been taking money for the last few years and they just caught her.
It won't do it
I
to
don't know, I
her.
forget. No,
So
they
it's a
won't.
white collar crime. She's known in the community,
They're
so
doing that,
nothing happened to her.
No.
There was one chick that stole. It was over $1 million here in Cincinnati. I forget what she did. She was like some kind of volunteer for something for some nonprofit, and she stole a bunch of money, and she got like 3.5 years in the Fed over $1 million. Give me $1 million, I'll go serve for. I'll go serve for in freaking Lebanon. Tennessee are suing the government for shutting off federal. They are here too, T Black. They just had the hearing too. There's a group of lawyers going state to state doing that shit. And Indiana, was it Indiana? Indiana, they already gave it back to them. They're probably gonna do the same shit in Ohio.
Yeah. Our laws are written the same as Indiana, they said.
Similar.
For that.
Our laws are written similar for some reason. You know, it's all craziness, man. It's all let it burn, and I got 10, 12, 13, and some change gallons of gas I can throw on the fire when it happens.
Like I told Carl, because I was asking Carla if she had heard anything else about
Jonathan
it.
Bacone, 5 o'clock tonight. The Jonathan Bacone going to be on here. I'm here for the grilled cheese. Well, you're screwed because I can't teleport grilled cheese to you. I wish that I could. The state's attorneys need to be in jail. They're all criminals, Claire. They all need to be in jail. Anybody that's in government today should be in jail. They're criminals. They are real criminals. But they've legalized it and called it government, and their friends signed it. I mean, you and I sign a declaration that says we're opting out. We want to be left alone. We no longer consent. How far do you think that would go? We might get it off in our little small town we live in, but we could drive outside of it if it's over with. You don't have an option. It's how free you are. You can't opt out. I mentioned that to Rick the other day when I was on his live stream at Like America, and I forget what he said, and I said something about opting out, and he stopped. He's like, "Oh, how do I answer that?"
What happened?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm scratching I got a damn mosquito bite on my leg from the other night somehow. I don't know how you got jeans on and get a mosquito bite in your thigh, but I did. It sucks.
Silas
But anyway,
had one way up here on his leg, and he's like, "I think I got bit by something, blah blah blah." But remember the night before we were outside, they were like our fireworks and stuff, and he had them big shorts on. I said, "Try to get your Peter." But he thought
try to get
something
some
fitting.
Skeeter's trying to get some of that sweet Peter, huh?
Yeah.
Something's in our water today, guys. I'm sorry. I got to get up and get working on this house. I got a bunch to do today. I got to drive, dude. I forgot I got to go way up there today.
Where?
I'll talk to you about it in a minute. We're going on a trip today. I'm supposed to be doing a live stream about the same time as the trip, so I don't have to work out long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be driving with no...
You said the other day Rittenhouse weren't a patriot, and I differed and felt like he was standing up for his community, and that made him a patriot. Like, defending himself came first before he was a patriot. No, he's not a patriot. I mean, could the redcoats have been or could the Patriots that founded the country had been patriots if they supported the redcoats? And what he did it make him? He went there. You know, I've heard like 3 different stories of why he was there. If you're talking about what happened, if you're talking about the shooting, if you're talking about the incident that he was involved in, what those people know, that doesn't make him a patriot. He was defending himself. You might want to call him. You could probably call him a man, but it doesn't make him a patriot. The patriots, I mean,
He was saying it because he said he was taking our first community, but then he realized that he was protecting himself first.
right?
But he
Yeah,
went there to protect the community.
but did he?
What do you mean? Did he go there to do that?
Yeah, did he go there to really protect the community? He went there, as far as I know from his own words from the video, he went there to give aid to people that were down there doing whatever the hell they were doing.
Oh, that's what he
I don't
said.
think that makes you a patriot, man. I mean, my opinion of a patriot is probably far different than what other people's is. I mean, in my mind, if I'm not putting my life on the line to protect your rights or our freedom,
I thought he was going there.
on like the definition of a patriot, there's a definition of it today in Google it. It'll say a staunch defender of one's country. I have no idea what his intentions were. I'm just going by his actions. That he just made him a man. Just made him a man that prepared for himself, that prepared for whatever happened. That's all.
Carlos said he went there with a gun. He
Right
was
here,
wanting
that's
to
a
kill
bootlicker
somebody.
Lincoln 12.
I said, but yet he didn't.
Yeah,
Until he was attacked.
I agree. I agree, Ward, 100%. He supported the very cops that arrested him. Stand up for what's right in your community, defending you. Right. You're right. You're wrong. Right isn't that patriotic. Standing up for what's right in your community, defending you are right. You're wrong. Right isn't
that
patriotic.
patriotic? I didn't say it right. Okay.
I'm
Then you
confused.
say it again. He didn't say it right. He
I'm
said-
confused. I'm sorry.
He's gonna say it again.
No, don't be sorry, bro. I don't understand what you said. I wish I knew. I wish I could read it how you meant it to be said. That's all. Take your time. I think that I mean, if you're how you, I mean, I think in order to be patriotic, you have to be defending yourself from. I don't know anymore, man. I don't think that Rittenhouse was a patriot, though. I wouldn't call him a patriot. I would just say that he defended. He did what any man would do, I guess. Even going down there and defending. Even going down there and let's just say he was down there defending his community or whatever it was. It's still just what a man should do.
I think what he meant to say was that standing up for what's right in your community, defending your right,
Defending your rights.
isn't that patriotic? I think is what I don't know. We'll see.
But I mean, it wasn't really. I mean, it wasn't his
Right,
community.
not patriotic.
Was it his community? Maybe. I mean, he didn't live there. I know it was close and he worked there. But I mean, how many people there lived in that community and were burning it to the ground? I mean, it's a weird conversation to have. In my mind, I will never call myself a patriot until my life is completely on the line to ensure that you're free from something that's oppressing us.
Defending himself from a mob. Yeah, I thought he was defending his community, and I thought that defending the community would be perceived as being patriotic.
Right. I get it, but I mean, is it? But if you support those who are responsible for oppressing you at the same time, so he was he openly supported the police. Like he ran fundraisers for the police and all that other bullshit.
Well, they just showed him, didn't they?
Right, that's what I'm saying. They showed him. I mean, that's what he supports. You still support. Is Rittenhouse still supporting the cops? If he is, he's a fool.
He doesn't realize they're the ones that arrested
He
him.
needs to keep defending
Doesn't matter
himself.
about the charges.
I do listen. That kid for being 17 had way more control in that situation than
Any of them.
999 out of every 1,000 grown men in this country would have. And if you watch it, he cleared a malfunction during all that bullshit too. When he was rolling off his back over to his knee to shoot the dude in the arm, he cleared a malfunction and all that shit. And then he stopped. He realized that there was no more threat from the dude he shot in the arm. He didn't shoot him again. He wasn't out for blood, man. He was out to stop the threat, and that's what he did. But he had way more control than at least 999 out of every 1,000 people would have had in that same situation.
Perhaps you want to know if the two that he got were they part of the community or were they busted into?
Huh?
The two that he shot.
Yeah.
Were they from that community?
I don't know. I don't know if they're from that community or not. You know, they don't want to. There's not a lot of information on them too. I know that. I think 2 of them had some. The one they said was a kitty toucher, so he shouldn't have even been out of prison. If he had really fucked with some kids, that should be a life sentence gone by. There's no parole. There's no 2 questions about it. You touch a fucking kid and you should be gone forever. Period. Done. I'm not pro death penalty because there's been cases. If there's been one, that's too many, where they've killed somebody and they come to find out, oh wait, this guy didn't have shit to do with it, but he's dead. You can't make that up to him or his family, especially him. He's fucking gone. No money's going to bring him back. No amount of money they can extort from the people to give this family is going to bring him back. So I'm anti-death penalty. But I am pro locking these bastards up for the rest of their lives.
I don't believe they were from Kenosha.
They may have not been. It may have not been. I mean, even if they wasn't. Let's say everybody there wasn't from Kenosha. Is he a patriot, or is he just some dude doing what dude should do? One thing you can't deny is Rittenhouse does know how to defend himself. That doesn't make him a patriot.
He said he panicked after he knew he had shot.
It makes him a man, Brian.
He was brave for a minute.
Is it even brave? Yeah, I mean, he just did what he should have done as a man. He defended himself.
Right, but I mean, he walked into it, I guess.
He didn't walk into it. The dude was chasing him around.
No, I mean, he walked into it knowing that there could be a problem, right?
That's why he had it. Right. That's why he had a gun.
That's why he had a gun, right?
Right.
So I mean, I guess knowing walking in, some people wouldn't, you know. So I mean, I guess you could call it.
So was the white dude that chased after him brave for being there?
No, they were there for a fucking
hold on,
dumbass
before he
reasons.
decided to chase after him? We don't know that. We know what he did to Rittenhouse. We know what was said in the videos earlier. We don't know why he was there prior to that. He could have just got mad at Rittenhouse for something for all we know. He could have been there for a completely different reason. He could have been walking down there holding signs, peaceful protesting and shit. And then all of a sudden just, fuck you, bitch. You can shoot me. I mean, he got what he wanted. I mean, he asked to be shot 3 or 4 times. I heard him in the video. I seen his lips moving. You can shoot me, bitch. Oh yeah, you got what you asked for. Ain't like that lead. Now we know why he was there. He was there to protect the car source.
To protect the car lot during the unrest.
Oh, was he?
The police shooting.
I thought he was there for. I thought he worked at some gas station or some shit.
The police did in Kenosha
So,
protect the car lot during the unrest.
This is ain't nothing. This was a right. I remember he went with a group of people. This is another. I've never heard the car lot. I know the car lot burned down up there. I've never heard the car lot. I've heard it was like a gas station. Then it was like some small manufacturing thing. Like there's so many stories out there. Here's the truth. We'll never know. You know why? Because when it goes to, they'll put a gag. I'm sure he's already got a gag order on him right now. Guarantee he does. I'm sure all the witnesses do too. And just like in my son's case, we'll never know anything about it. They sweep that shit under the rug. They get a number. They'll offer him some sweet deal. They'll be like, hey, we'll give you. He's not getting out of it unscathed. That's not going to happen. Because everybody that goes on that trial is going to know if we find him not guilty, they're going to burn this country to the ground. So we'll sacrifice him so we don't have to stand up as people in this country. That's bullshit.
Supposedly where they were defending.
I mean, you can't, if you want to be real about it, you can't have a fair trial in this country anymore. Especially, like, there's no fair trials in this country, number one. Number two, let's just pretend that the system's fair and it's just and it's constitutional and all that shit, but it's not. Let's just pretend it is. You have a case like his, you cannot have a fair trial in this country. Everybody knows the partial details of the trial before they ever go there. Their mind's made up. Just like my mind's made up. If you stuck me on that jury and showed me all the evidence in the world that said he went there with the intent to kill these people, I'm still going to see what happened prior to him pulling the trigger and say if that dude wouldn't have swung a skateboard at his head and tried to take his head off his shoulders, he wouldn't have got shot. If that dude reached for his rifle, he wouldn't have got shot. If that dude didn't pull out a Glock, he wouldn't have got shot. So people are going to justify in their own minds that there's no way to have a fair trial in this country, period, if you have a high-profile case like that. But here's the real thing. If there's all these patriots in this country, let's see them stop him from going in that courthouse. Let's see them shut that down and say, and I'm not calling for violence, no shit like that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is they're not going to do it. Why? Because people have faith in the system. You know, the good cops. Why is the good cops always fucking on vacation? It's their days off or some shit. Anybody know? And then when they come back, why don't they arrest the bad cops? Why don't we hear about this shit? Like, we've been sold the biggest lie in history in this country. I'm telling you, for centuries, they've been trying to figure out how to control the people in this world. Like it or not, maybe I sound like a damn tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist. I don't give a shit. And it's failed and they've refined it. And it's failed and they refined it. And it's failed and they refined it. And they refined it so much this time. And we are our own demise because people are stupid. We're the most easily controlled animals on the planet.
Yeah.
What do you say? They shot at him first. That's what somebody said, Anthony. I mean, I had heard that, but until I see like the reports and shit, I'm not going to say that. I mean,
the guy that was with him up on the roof.
Somebody could have shot up in the air for all we know.
Hey, the guy that was with him that was up on the roof told the whole story. I just read it.
It wasn't on a roof.
They were on a roof first. Him and this guy.
There's video that fucking
when it happened, I know he got down to look at one of the other lots. He said, "This is what they're saying."
There's video of him an hour before the shooting on the ground, walking around, talking to the cops. They were throwing him waters and
because
shit.
they blocked the intersection. He couldn't get back to the other side. So they were up on this roof. This is what the guy.
Read it. Let's hear it. Read it.
Well, let me read the whole thing. It's long.
Yeah, news anchor Chrissy's going to give you the news for the Rittenhouse thing. No, I want you to read it. I want to hear it. I want to know.
Thing?
Yeah, we're talking about it. You might as well read it. Read loud. She's a good reader. I have her read me bedtime stories sometimes. When I want to read a book, I buy it and I throw it at her. There you go.
Okay, so.
Foo-foo, huh?
It's a dish. It's a food, and it's supposedly really good that you eat with your hands. It said, soon after he shot 3 people, a panicked 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse told a friend, which is this black guy, he expected to go to jail for life, but that if he had not fired, he would probably be dead, which they would have beat him to death, I'm sure. The account comes from a newly released video of Kenosha detective questioning Dominic Black, the 19-year-old charged with buying Rittenhouse the rifle he used to kill 2 people and injure a third. The dude's sweating like a pig. This is all in quotes. He's just freaking out. His face is white, Black said of Rittenhouse. He's like, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. I'm done. He's just scared. I'm just trying to calm him down. Rittenhouse was charged with 2 counts of homicide and faces 4 other charges in connection with the August 25th Kenosha protest shootings that killed Joseph Rosenbaum, 36, and Anthony Huber, 36, the first one, 26, second one, and injured Gage Grosskreutz, 26. He was released Friday afternoon from the Kenosha County Jail after his attorney posted the $2 million bail. His legal team has said he acted in self-defense. Black faces charges of intentionally providing a dangerous weapon to a minor, resulting in death. He was bound over for trial earlier this week. Black and Rittenhouse told police that they were in Kenosha to protect a car lot during the unrest that followed the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Both were armed. Detective Ban Anaramian questioned Black for about an hour the morning of August 26th at the police station in how do you pronounce that? Enoch, Illinois?
Call him patient B.
No, in Illinois.
Oh, shit. Anik. I think it's what's called.
Where Rittenhouse had turned himself in. The video adds more detail to documents released last month by the police that describe Black's initial account to police after the shooting. Rittenhouse's sister also was questioned that night. A video of Rittenhouse's interview has not been released. Black, the guns were just in case they shot at us. This officer wanted to know how the 2 ends up in Kenosha that night. Black told the detective he used to work for the owner of the car source, where the night before a lot full of cars was set on fire. The owner was worried about his 2 other locations nearby. The owner asked us if we would go there. Black said we could go on the roof, we could stand below, just make sure they don't turn the whole place down or touch the cars. We don't point, we don't shoot or anything. The guns were just in case they shoot at us, he said, referring to protesters. The owner, he said, left out a ladder so they could get on the roof. Their efforts were volunteer, not paid, Black said. Co-owner of CarSource has told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that he did not hire anyone to act as armed security, ask for their help, or endorse it. Black told the detective that, oh, you're welcome, fucker.
Well, you're right. He had to say that, or he was
I
in
know,
charge.
or he would have been charged. I know. Black told
I
the
don't blame
detective that many armed men
Well,
he did not know.
time out. So let's stop right there. A lot of people's going to look at that dude and be like, man, that piece of shit. No, he had to do that. Telling them, yes, I asked him to come down here and guard this thing would have done nothing either way. What it would have done is it would have fucked him and got him a charge. He would have been tied into this somehow. The best thing he could have done is said, I don't know anything about it. I don't blame the dude. I mean, it's unfortunate, but don't look down on the car lot owner because he did that. Hopefully,
I'm conflicted. What a pussy.
That's how I'm thinking. Here's the problem with it, though.
But if he really did ask them kids.
But okay. Let's say he asked them or a person to form a group, whatever.
I know what would have happened.
He's not going. He wants to benefit, wants to gain, wants to lose. It's not pressing nothing onto the kids. So if he said, "Yeah, I asked him down here,"
standing up and being a man.
Hold on. If he said, "I asked them to come down here," nothing's going to happen except he's going to be caught up in the system, and then he can't help those kids from. He can't help while he's in the system with them. Anyway, go ahead.
Black told the detective that many armed men did
what
not.
should have happened is he should have been down there himself.
Yeah, he should have been there.
That's what
instead of
should
ask some kids. Yeah. Black told the detective that many armed men he did not know joined their efforts, including a handful who said they had traveled from Canada. Some of the men referenced an online call from a group known as the Kenosha Guard for people to arm themselves and protect businesses. Black recalled telling the men he was not a member of the group and was not involved with the Facebook post. As he continued recounting his experience to the detective, Black said he did not think Rittenhouse was a member of the Kenosha Guard group either, but was a member of Facebook groups supporting police officers.
Hold on a second. This dude should have never talked to the cops without a lawyer. Period.
Yeah, I know.
Period. Even Fuckface did. Kyle Rittenhouse, he talked to the cops with his mom there. Had his mom come down and talk to him with the cops there. Go ahead.
Black said he did not think that the Facebook group had issued any similar call as the Kenosha Guard. A sound of gunfire and then a call, I just shot somebody. Black stayed on the roof with his gun. He watched as protesters got pushed away from the courthouse and split into two smaller groups by riot trucks and police. They pushed them past us, and when they were going past us, they didn't like that we were standing on the roof with guns, and they started throwing rocks and whatnot at us, he told the detective.
Time out. Right there, they were throwing rocks. A rock can be a deadly weapon. You throw a rock at me and I got a gun, you're getting shot.
No shit.
Game over. That's it. A rock can kill somebody. If it can kill you, that's deadly force. You deserve what you got coming. So they should have shot their asses right there. Go ahead.
Rittenhouse had been stationed on the ground, at times offering people medical help. The group heard about people damaging cars on one of the lots. In the very beginning, they were up on the roof. They climbed on the roof, and he come down to the ground. The group heard about people damaging cars on one of the lots with a baseball bat. Rittenhouse went to check it out, and as he tried to get back to the building where Black was, he was blocked by police at the intersection. He was stuck on that side, Black said. Black could not see what happened next, but he heard it 4 or 5 gunshots. I thought it was somebody in the crowd shooting like a pistol, or it was the riot squad shooting the rubber bullets. Black said, I did not think it was him. Then his phone rang. He answered and heard Rittenhouse say, I just shot somebody. The call ended. The detective asked how Rittenhouse sounded. Frightened, scared, and he's out of breath, Black replied. Black could not see Rittenhouse. At the time, a crowd chased after the teen who tripped and fell and was surrounded by people according to police and court records. Rittenhouse later told police he was being attacked and fired his gun again. He killed a second man and wounded a third. After that...
Hold on, time out. They noticed they didn't say anything about the dude that we all seen hit him on the back of the head with a skateboard. I don't know how many of y'all have ever been hit with shit in the head. You get hit with the skateboard, it could be a deadly weapon. It could kill you. That dude, he shot him. He got what he had coming. He shouldn't have fucking chased after him. All 3 of those people got shot because of their actions. Their actions caused it. They could have all avoided it by not have been messing with it. You got to do with a gun, man. Why would you? How stupid you got to be chasing somebody that's got a gun if you don't have a gun? You're pretty dumb.
They didn't think he had any balls.
They thought he was some young kid. He wasn't going to do nothing.
He looked scared as hell too in his mugshot. After that, Rittenhouse came back into Black's view as he ran down the road. Black toward the intersection where a squad car was parked. Black saw the rifle hanging from Rittenhouse's neck as he approached a female officer on the passenger side window with his hands up.
Hold on, time out. And the cops had seen him all night earlier in the night with a gun, right? He was a young kid. Like I don't think cops should stop people and ask them like you got a gun. They shouldn't just stop you and say, "Hey, let me see your ID and shit."
They allowed him to be there.
Well, I mean, they supported him. They gave him water. So the cops supported him.
He had it around his neck.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, he wasn't hiding it.
Right. He
He didn't stick it
had
down
a
his
slung from
pants.
his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Anyway.
I see her point back, and he throws his hands up in the air like he's mad, and then he starts running back to us, Black said. Rittenhouse said he aimed center mass, acted in self-defense. After being turned away by police, Rittenhouse ran back to the business where Black tried to calm him down. Rittenhouse told Black the same account that he later gave police. He was attacked and charged by someone with a baseball bat after firing his weapon. Then people chased him, and he was hit in the head with a skateboard and possibly pieces of wood, which is when he fired again. He said he aimed center mass, Black said. He said, if I wouldn't have shot them, I'd probably be dead. He would.
He would be dead.
Video has captured Rittenhouse being hit with a skateboard, but no footage has emerged related to a baseball bat, and it was not mentioned in a video released by his defense team that portrays Rittenhouse's actions as self-defense. What?
It was definitely self-defense.
Right.
100%.
After that, we decided we were going to get in my car. I'm going to drive out of here.
But it's just the same narrative. It's pushing the white racist shit. And the dudes he shot weren't even white, or weren't even black, were they? Weren't they all white? I think they were all white dudes that he wound up shooting. Point being, though,
I thought the guy in the bicep was black.
all those people could have avoided getting, the two could have avoided dying, the third could have avoided being shot if they wouldn't have fucked with him. He didn't do anything wrong. But see, when you're in a crowd of people, this goes back to show you that if there's ever any, like a fight or a gunfight or anything, and you wasn't there to see how it was started, don't get involved, because you got a 50-50 shot of being wrong. I'm not willing to take that chance. But that's what happened. They heard the dude, when he shot the first dude, he took off to the cops. He's running to the cops to say, hey, I shot this guy. He needs help. And everybody starts screaming, he shot this dude. Fucking, get him. You hear it in the videos. They're screaming, get him. And these idiots chase him down. And one dude hits him with a skateboard, gets shot center mass, dies on the spot. Oh, well, bury him. The second guy tried to grab the rifle. He shot his ass too. That's when he had the malfunction as he's rolling over. And he's standing up. The third dude's standing there with the Glock, and he shot his ass.
Did you ever find out that one white boy that was down there protecting the transgender?
Don't be using those racial slurs in my presence, please.
Whatever. Anyway, listen. You know what I'm talking about, where they football kicked his head and everything, and he was out bleeding, and no one would help him, but he went out. He was just driving through, and he saw
what about
them.
that? Did you guys ever see the video of the white guy that?
I said boy because he was young.
The group of black kids. Were messing with the transgender person, like it stole the backpack.
They were spitting on him and everything.
They're spitting on him. The white dude stops the truck and jumps out and says, "Hey, stop this shit!" And then they want a football kicking, trying to take his head off his shoulders and kicking him.
Spitting at him, calling him white boy. I mean,
whatever happened with that, because we've heard nothing else.
I mean, he was dead. There was no two ways about it.
Out about it.
I know. I will. Let me finish this or no?
Yes.
After that, we decided we're going to get in my car. I'm going to drive out of here before anything bad else happens to you, and you are just going to go back home and you're going to go to the police station. Black said. The detective asked Black if Rittenhouse mentioned other people having guns during the confrontation or shooting at him. No, Black said. Knowing Kyle, he's not really the kind of person that wants to shoot somebody. You know what I mean? Black said. He wants to be like a paramedic. He just wants to help people, but he gets scared. You know what I mean? I don't think he'd ever just want to be in a gunfight. How he got the rifle. The detective asked Black how Rittenhouse, who at 17 was just too young to legally purchase a gun, had the firearm. Neither Rittenhouse nor his mother had a permit for a gun in Illinois. He bought it with his money, but I got it for him, Black said. Rittenhouse told the Washington Post he used coronavirus stimulus money to buy his gun after he was furloughed from his lifeguard job at YMCA. Police records show the weapon was purchased at an Ace hardware store in Ladysmith, Wisconsin, and was stored at Black's stepfather's house in Kenosha until Black and Rittenhouse took each rifles downtown on August 25th. I don't know why the whole time I'm like, he's not 18, Black told the detective. Like, in my head, I could have stopped it, but I know if I would have told him no, he would have threw a fit.
He'd be dead.
Black said Rittenhouse had not taken a hunter safety course, but had done a little bit of shooting at a range up north. Black knew Rittenhouse for about a year because he was dating Rittenhouse's sister.
Bullshit.
He remembered telling Rittenhouse as they drove back to Enoch, dude, I think I'm going to be in more trouble than you because you defended yourself. In all reality, you're not supposed to have that gun. They went to Rittenhouse's apartment where they met Rittenhouse's mom and sister. Rittenhouse told his mom what had happened. The detective asked how his mom responded, and Black chuckled. At first, she was like, you got a choice. You got to get out of town or you can turn yourself into the police right now, Black said. His mama. Rittenhouse said he wanted to turn himself in. And I think that's the end of the story. That's it.
That kid shouldn't even be facing nothing right now. Nothing.
His mom told him, let's go.
If this would have happened in the 70s, he wouldn't be facing anything. The 80s, he probably wouldn't be facing anything. But they've come to this conclusion that everything is done because of racism and all this other shit. Like Chris said, the Proud Boys put him up on a pedestal and all this other bullshit. The dude they're going to knock sparks out of his ass. Is what's going to happen. I don't care Every motion they put in is going to be denied. Motion to suppress is going to be denied. They're going to get the witnesses up there on the stand. They're going to cry. The dude's going to get there missing half his arm. Look at my bicep. I'm fucked up forever. And then they're going to not allow them to get up there and say, yeah, the dude said that he should have, the worst choice he made was he not pointing the Glock at the dude. The worst choice that he made that night was not emptying that Glock into Kyle Rittenhouse.
This happened 5 years ago. Nothing happened.
Complete bullshit. Well, who would have known? The dude's 17 years old.
Everyone was white.
100 years ago, at 17, he'd be on his way to his third kid and fucking buying his second plot of land or some shit. I mean, at 17, I'm sorry, you may not be mentally like a 40-year-old. You're physically a man. You should have man shit, but they created a situation where you're not. I mean, you can be 26 years old now and still be on mommy and daddy's freaking insurance.
Anthony tried to post a link, but of course he's not a mod, so
what's the link to?
he couldn't post. I don't know. He said, did the link I show up? The last thing he said was, plus he had already been shot at and had shot someone. That was the last thing he said before he said they were, or he said, did the link I share show up?
Yeah, I don't disagree, man. Like, if you look back, I was watching this thing last night. It was talking about, it was from Joe Rogan. Actually, that's where I got started. It was on Joe Rogan. I listened to some Rogan shit. And that was about when did the social justice scene happen. If you look back, like 2014 is when they started using words. See, I don't know how to say this. How do I say it? Where they change the definition of the words, but they use the words to suit their definition. How do I say that? Are they changing the definition of the word? Or they're using the word wrong? They're trying to make a situation where it sounds like they were using it correctly. But anyway, that started like in 2014. 2015 is when they really started pushing the shit. Now it's just fucking way out of control. Social justice. I don't care about social justice. You know why? Because I'm an individual. I have rights to live. Just leave me the fuck alone. I don't know how much more I need to say. You will not control me. The mob is not going to control me. It's not going to happen. There's nothing you're going to do that's going to make it happen.
Apache said the guy with the Glock was a felon, so the magic gun laws failed again.
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with the dude having a gun. I don't care if he was a felon or whatever. He has the right. He has the right to keep. He has the right to keep and bear arms. He doesn't have the right to point the gun at somebody who's defending themselves against somebody else.
I know.
But it goes back right. I know. But it goes back to if you didn't see everything that happened. I don't care if somebody's in the mall and some dude's lighting people up and they're screaming, "Oh my God, he's shooting people!" If you didn't see the start of it, chances are you better not get involved because you could be some shit like that where those dudes probably thought, here's how they're going to spin it. 100% here's how they're going to spin it. Even if he doesn't get convicted of the first dude he shot, Rittenhouse or whatever the Chomo's name was, they're going to spin it as the other people thought that he murdered that dude in cold blood. So they thought they were doing the right thing by chasing him down. That's how they're going to spin this whole thing. And because they thought he had murdered somebody in cold blood, they then had the right, and this is how they're going to spin it, I'm telling you. They then had the right to chase him down and hit him with a fucking skateboard and shit. And he didn't have the right to defend himself because they thought they were defending the dude that just got shot. I guarantee that's how they spin the shit.
How do you say, did they even arrest the Glock guy?
No, he didn't. As far as I know, he never got arrested.
They pick and choose. I'm out of cigarettes, but I'm going to go start these grilled cheeses.
Yes, society won't leave us alone. Yeah, I thought you were making grilled cheese like an hour ago.
Well, then you got on.
Why do you got sandals on?
Why? Because I don't walk out here barefoot?
You get barefoot and get in the kitchen. Food, huh?
I have 0 cigarettes, but I'm going to go make grilled cheese. Yeah. Fucking foo-foo. I'm about to show you.
Fucking foo-foo?
Yes.
Fucking foo-foo, huh? You should eat it with your hands.
You eat it with your hands. This is foo-foo right here. And you dip it in that and eat it. You make, like, when you pull that off, you, like, make a spoon with your thumb in the middle of it, so it like, gives a little dip, and then you dip it in and eat it.
What makes you want foo-foo?
I don't know. The way they eat it is looking good.
Dude, I've heard about Wagyu.
Huh?
Wagyu is like apple-fed, longhorn, some kind of. Randall told me all about it this morning because I asked him. But my plan was to get him to get me some of it because he works in a butcher shop, a big butcher plant or whatever. And I was thinking, like, how can I get this? It's like $100 a pound. I was like, I can have Randall get it from where he works at, and he can deliver it to me by 6 if he hurries. So we went through this whole spiel where I was asking questions about it. He was telling me about it, but he wasn't getting it. So finally, I had to tell him, like, you don't understand what I'm saying, dude. I'm not asking you, but I don't give a shit. I want you to get it and bring it to me by 6. I need it by 6 o'clock tonight. I'm hungry. It's like you're retarded.
Anyway,
This is
food
like that
fair.
if you don't know who
See?
wrong.
Food fair.
Right, Chris, 100%. That's why I tell people, like, that we've been trained in certain situations to inject ourselves and then to defend somebody at all costs. Like, if you for some reason you happen upon the scene of two people having a shootout and you have one bullet, and 100% for sure you can stop it by shooting one of the two people. Who are you going to shoot? Most people would say, I don't know. Now, say that's a cop and a civilian. Who are you going to shoot? And most people say, well, the civilian. He's obviously wrong. Like it's Cody Reed, best in the world, perfectly moral. Yeah, I keep hearing about it. It makes me sick. I'm on a mission for the perfect beef now. Because I tried filet mignon for the first time, and now it's like stuck in my head. I bit my damn inside my gum the other night, inside my cheek, way high in my mouth, man. It fucking hurts. It was at the funeral. He was in Walmart during a mass shooting. Didn't know there were two shooters. Got popped in the back of the head. It's unreal, man. I look at the guy in Dayton a few years ago that got shot by the cop for having a BB gun in Walmart. That happened in Beaver Creek Walmart. Like, I don't know, man. If everybody was armed, then somebody would be there to see what happened. That's why an armed society is a polite society. Because you can't get away with shit when everybody's armed. But you still have these fuckers, man. What did I see the other day? Maybe it was last night when I went to bed. It was an old video, a couple years old. But then I don't know why I do it to myself. But I started reading through the comments. And you always had these assholes on there from like Germany or some shit, or the EU saying, well, why don't you? Somebody said something about a civil war. That's what it was. And the guy's like, oh, I don't care about fists and the knives, but there's no reason why you guys need those guns that kill 30,000 people a year. I'm like, dude, you really swallowed the pudding, ain't you? Hey, what's up, Matt? I'm going to be calling you here in a few minutes, brother. So be expecting it. Get buried in the ground. Yeah, well, it's Beaver Creek though, man. I mean, the boys up there, they ain't got time for that shit. They're too busy selling dope and dating. That's why nothing happened. They don't want to script the dope game. You know how it goes up there. The cops look the other way all the time. They got a little understanding. You can sell your dope as long as as long as you don't do shit. I don't know, man. I think that and Matt and Travis in August we all have to get together because Liberty Williams is coming to town. So I think he's going to be staying at my house. If not, he's going to be staying up there at the hotel. I told him he could stay here though. So we'll see what happens. But he's definitely coming. Says him. But anyway, back to the white racism. And no, I'm not talking like Elmer Fudd. That's really a white, something like this. I'm transracial. If I could do anything, I would get this whiteness off of me. It's a disease. Fucking sick white people. You're all bastards. And you owe me reparations. Meant for me too, LC. Huh? Yeah, I bit the shit out of my mouth. It was hurt. I don't know what I did. I did in my sleep. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's out of hand. But people buy into it, dude. It's not. You know what? What kills me is the white guilt. Like the people that are white that buy into it. Like, where do y'all see this shit at? Show me one case of racism. Okay, that's a bad example. Show me 5 cases of actual racism in the past 2 decades. Challenge. The only one I can think of is the Charleston shooting where the kid walked into the church and shot it up and said that it was because they were black. She was wanting to start a race war and all that bullshit. I can't think of any other ones. Now there might be prejudice and shit, but like people, but we buy into it. It's because we've been told it's racism so many freaking times And I do it too. I say it too sometimes. I don't know how to. We got to train ourselves out of that shit. But I think if we're going to play the race card, then we need to. Like, it's going to get bad. I mean, in our kids' lifetimes, this will be the next South Africa. If it doesn't happen before then, I hope it happens before then. I'm almost to the point, guys. No, I'm not being funny about this. I'm being for real. I'm going to start a channel, and I'm going to do nothing but bash liberty and freedom. Bash it and see what happens. I bet it grows to 1 million subs, and I bet the channel will be monetized, and everybody will be clapping, hoorah. I got to think of something better to call. I'll call it Slavery Inc. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to start another channel called Slavery Inc. I'm just going to parody. I'm going to be serious as fuck with it, though. The whole time I'm going to be serious as hell. You racist white man, I can't wait to die and get my white skin off this earth. All that racism I put out my whole life. I deserve to die for what my great 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 grandparents did. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna give everything away. Y'all come, anybody who needs it, y'all come get my house. You can have it. You can come get my PT Cruiser and have it. There's racism, but it absolutely does not warrant the response we have seen the past 18 months. I don't agree with that, Joel. There's not racism on a scale that not when you're the what. Now hold on. What are we talking about? Are we talking about what they're talking about racism? Are we talking about what's true? Affirmative action's racism. That's racism. But not liking somebody is not racism. There's no systemic racism. Like, but they want to bring up like the prison populations. I've been to prisons. I will tell you why there's more black people in prison than white people. Because they're there for a longer period of time. Black people inherently commit violent crimes. Not all of them. I'm not saying that. When violent crimes are committed, the majority of the time they're committed by a certain race of people. Those people get long sentences. There's only so many beds. So over a period of time, like decades, where we're at now, the prison systems fill up with these people because they're not getting out. They're still in there filling that bed space up. Um, so it's not that the system's inherently racist; it's that they got longer prison sentences. But racism doesn't exist today. I'm sorry. Calling somebody a name is not racism. And if it is, then all black people are racist today. Not all of them, but most of them, because they call it. I think white boy is a racist. It's a racist term. Right, but I don't even think there's racism. I mean, there's not racism on a scale that you can talk about. There's, I'm not saying there's not a person somewhere that doesn't go out and punch some black dude just because he's black. Yeah, I'm sure it happens. A matter of fact, I would bet that it happens somewhere in this country. There's 330 million people, but there's not any kind of racism. Like, you don't go into a job and they pay you less because you're black, but you know what? You can go apply for a job and they won't hire you because you're white, and we're okay with that. We're okay with that racism because it's just the white man, and it's bullshit. This country is fucking completely double. I'm sorry, because it's completely double standard everywhere you look now. Whether you're talking about the criminal justice system. You have these pigs out here that know that these people commit crimes every day of their life, but they won't do nothing to them. They won't arrest them. Why? Because, we wasn't told to. They're the ones that pay us. They're the ones that give us our raises. I mean, cops do not deserve to make $100,000 a year. I'm sorry, dude. 100,000 a year for being a cop. Just leave the Snap-on tools for me, bro. Hey, I got a bunch of them, man. I borrowed them all. They're all my buddies. Where am I going to leave them at for you, man? I'll let you come get barricade. You need to come off me, brother. I don't deserve to live because I'm white. And you can take the tools. Come get them. I need you to come fix this gremlin on my car too, by the way. It's only been out there 6 months waiting on you. You said you're going to come fix the electrical gremlin. You ain't never showed up. Will you come over here and take me off this earth for my sins from being born? And I'll let you take the Snap-on tools. And I'll call my buddy and tell him that he can take it out of my life insurance. That whole thing back there is filled full of brand new sockets, all Snap-on sockets and shit. The whole thing. Underneath of it too. I got a gun project. Here's what I don't understand. Here's what I really don't understand. I would like to know this. How is it that some people buy into it? You can be from the same place, be raised exactly the same, had the same lives, but two people see two totally different things. How is that? I mean, look at Liberty Williams. He just wants to be left alone. Barricade Garage. As far as I know, he just wants to be left alone too. Um, but I know black people that were raised. They still live there, and they're like, this is all bullshit. Like racism doesn't exist on a scale that should even be mentioned. Yeah, there's racist people out there, but dude, they're fucking promoting hating white people today. They promote it, and if you ain't hating too, you're part of the problem. Then they got the ones out here with the white guilt that hate on you too. They'd be your damn neighbors. Talking about why you got to put a sign in your yard that says Black Lives Matter? Like I know Black Lives Matter. All life matters. Don't be a bitch, and I like you. I don't mind someone calling me a white boy. To me, this I can't stand. Are you a boy though? That's the thing though. TLR, are you a boy? No. I think it is. I think that I have an issue with it just because if you're gonna call me, that's just like calling me a bitch in my eyes. Plenty of sarcasm down there on the border. It won't end though, man. It won't end until, and it's a shame. It's a shame because we could all just leave each other alone and live our lives, and everybody could be happy. But no, that makes too much sense. You got to complain about guns and make laws to control people and put your thumb down and charge people to go to work just to give that money to somebody else so they don't have to go to work. It's insane. I mean, go look up BLM's top 10. I'll forget how it's worded. She walks out of her. I have to ask her if she knows. I use that other screen name. I use that other. That's another screen name. White Guilty. Yeah, no doubt. You could. You could. People fall for it, man. I don't get it. Yeah, divide and conquer is the game, man. I agree with that 100%, man. I just don't understand how some people buy into it as much as they do. Like have you guys ever seen the video of the lady that's standing out in front of the what? Top 10 requests?
Huh?
It wasn't the top 10 request, was it?
Yeah, it's their top 10. That's their main, what they think should happen. Their top 10.
But did they call it requests though?
Yeah, I believe so. Their top 10. Where else would it have been called?
I don't know. Can you look it up?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's the top 10 requests.
It's just insanity, man. I just want to know, where can we move to? Where can we buy and we can just claim it as our country? This is ours. Control Inc. Yeah. I don't care what anyone says about me. I really like someone to care what they say. Oh, I get it, man, but it still shouldn't happen. Is the point? Like, I'm so done with the space in between us and
I'm sorry. Demands.
top 10 demands by BLM.
And then, like, one of them says, white people, here are 10 requests from the Black Lives Matter leader.
What is it?
What the BLM demands.
What are they?
Huh?
What are they?
They demand what?
What are they?
You want to know what the top 10 demands are?
Yeah. The Snap-on sucks, by the way.
Oh, checking your browser before I can access the BLM page.
You gotta check your browser. Why?
That's what it just said. I don't know, but I'm here.
I got a 10 millimeter wrench around here from somewhere from Snap-on that doesn't fit 10 millimeters. The opened end does, but not the boxed end. BLM ultimately wants more police and more. Dude, 100% Julie Shaw. 1,000.
White people, if you don't have any descendants,
100%.
will your property to a black or brown family.
100% BLM wants more police. 100%
one
they
that
do.
lives in generational poverty.
If you don't have what?
White people. Number one,
Okay.
White people. If you don't have any descendants, will your property to a black or brown family, preferably one that lives in generational poverty. White people.
Generational
if
poverty.
property you intend to sell upon acceptance, give it to a black or brown family. You are bound to make that money in some other white privileged way. Number 3, if you are a developer or realty owner of multifamily housing, build a sustainable complex in a black or brown blighted neighborhood and let black and brown people live in it for free. Number 4, white people. If you can afford downsize, give up the home you own to a black or brown family, preferably a family from generational poverty. White people, if any of the people you intend to leave your property to are racist assholes, change the will. This is from the leader. And will your property to a black or brown family, preferably a family from generational poverty.
Well, hold on. Who does it say? Who wrote it?
I
know that, but does it say her name?
Hold on.
White, you fucking white devils, you. I'm glad I'm black.
What is her name?
What am I? What am I? I'm Blexican. That's what I am. I'm blazing.
The person that wrote.
But does it say it in there?
Yeah, she wrote it, and it's her. She is Chanel Helm, is a co-founder and core organizer of Black Lives Matter Louisville.
Okay, my bad. So go ahead, keep on.
So number 6, white people. Rebudget your monthly so you can donate to black funds for land purchasing. White people, especially white women, because this is y'all's specialty. Nosy Jenny and meddling Kathy, get a racist fired. Y'all know what the fuck they be saying. You are complicit when you ignore them. Get your boss fired because they racist too. This is how she wrote it. This is how she speaks.
How does she know?
Huh?
How does she know if they're racist or not? Just because they're white?
They're saying that you know racist people, you white people.
She's
so
saying
get them fired.
She's saying that all white people are racist.
No, she's not. She's saying
anyway,
white people, especially white women,
to you.
because this is y'all's specialty.
Right.
Nosy Jenny and meddling Kathy. Get a racist fired. Y'all know what the fuck they be saying.
All
you
right.
are complicit when you ignore them. Get your boss fired too, get your boss fired because they racist.
So hold on,
too.
time out. That's virtue signaling.
She's actually saying that all bosses are racist.
Right, but she's also virtue signaling by saying you all know.
Okay, only 4 of them don't start out with white people.
Okay,
anyway, number 8, backing up number 7. This should be easy, but all those sheetless Klan Nazis and other little dick white men will all be returning to work.
Little dick white man.
Get they ass fired. Call the police, even they look suspicious. 9. Okay, backing up number 8.
Hold on.
I want to go cook this.
We have
fucking burning.
We have personality. We don't need big dicks. Now you got my wife mad at me. She's slamming doors and shit because the grilled cheese are burning. I'll eat it. You bring me the burnt one. Oh, she's screaming now. You guys have screwed up my day. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate you. See what you did now. All you white racists out there. Fucking whitey. It's funny when they said black and brown. Most Mexicans don't like black. Man, like I don't know why people just can't live their lives, man. Just live their life and leave us alone. Now you got the dogs mad. Jesus Christ.
If you can stop me, just let me read through it.
I'm sorry, I had questions.
You have the questions afterwards. You know I'm making
I'll forget
food. All right, so now I just burnt everything. I'm not making any more. I'm done.
I'll eat it.
No, I already threw it away. Can you not smell it? It's burnt black.
I don't have the option to eat it?
No, I threw it away. 9. Okay, backing up number 8. If any white person at your work or as you enter in spaces, you should overhear a white person praising the actions from yesterday. First, get a pic. Get their name and more info. Hell, find out where they work. Get them fired. But certainly address them. And if you need to, you got hands. Use them.
I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick. But if you wasn't white, you wouldn't have threw that food away, right? We can only afford to throw that grilled cheese away because we're white.
Yeah, because I'm privileged.
Because you're white.
No, I'm not eating burnt shit.
I'm blazing.
Number 10, commit to 2 things. Fighting white supremacy where and how you can. This doesn't mean taking up knitting unless you're making scarves for black and brown kids in need. And funding black and brown people and their work. Hashtag runs our land. Run us our land. Hashtag reparations. Hashtag you gonna learn today. Hashtag run us our money. That's the end.
Who do I get mad at? Mom and Dad? Because I didn't get left the silver spoon? I'm glad I'm Mediterranean. Y'all will pay me. Because everything is racist. Nothing's racist, man. That's the thing, is that they like I said, they've taken the term prejudice, and they've exploited it to promote their agenda. Some complete bullshit that everybody buys into it. A strong black woman would have burned it in the first place. That's funny. He'll eat the black grilled cheese or his race. Dude, I'd eat it. I'm not listening. I'm the least pickiest to eat. Well, I'm not that picky when it comes to food. I'll eat anything. I'd rather eat the grilled cheese than throw it away. Did you see how it was my fault? It was my fault that she stood out here and read that because I wanted her to read it. She couldn't say no. She wasn't capable of saying no. Hashtag in the T box. I thought you were Guatemalan. What is today? Saturday? Yeah, oh, I am Guatemalan today. You're right. You are right. Your brother-in-law is. I mean, like, seriously, like, who really, I'm sorry, I was asking questions. Baby, my mind doesn't work like that, honey. I can't, I have questions I have to ask them or I'll forget.
Why did I come on here to actually tell you?
See, I interrupted you and you forgot. I do the same thing. If you'd have kept reading, I would have forgot. I would have had to take notes.
You interrupted me.
No, I didn't.
You just interrupted me again and I forgot what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
You interrupted me the first time and I burned our shit.
I love you.
I love you more. What was I going to tell you?
That you love me?
Huh?
That you love me?
Yeah, there was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, you're so full of shit. I have to be careful how I toast and grill your cheese or your bread.
Damn right.
For one, you don't like no brown, so it has to just be.
I mean, if I have an option, yeah.
Yeah.
If I have an option.
You lying, how to catch you on it.
No, I wasn't lying. If I have an option, I will. But if it's fucked up, I mean, I ate salmon the other night because that's what you made.
I literally talked you into it.
Right,
but I
decided you were right, so I ate it. 2 days in a row. I haven't ate nothing 2 days in a row because you didn't make shit I like, so I ate a little bitty bit, enough to get me through. I ate one fish taco and ate a bowl of rice last night. That's all I ate all day. It's all my wife made for me. That's all we can afford because you whiteness out there taking up all the money in the country.
I thought you were a Greek SOB earlier.
I'm a Greek SOB.
You said something about God, you're glad you're white. You're not white.
Yeah, I'm a Mediterranean. I am. I'm glad I've checked other for fucking the last decade on applications.
No, he didn't, Faith.
I was transracial before transracial was cool. I seen it coming. Wish I would have seen Bitcoin coming. Would you like the salmon freedom? No, I didn't. But I ate it anyway. I'm trying to acclimate myself to eating shit I don't like because we are getting out of the city and I am aware that I'm going to have to eat things like I don't like the way deer taste. I wanted to acclimate myself to liking it because there's going to come a point in time where if I don't grow it, I'm not eating it. That's what I'm working toward. It might take years, it might take me a decade, but I'm going to get there. I'm sick of the system. I'm sick of all the bullshit. I'm sick of some dude saying, made the floor, I'm cool, and that being racist. I just want away from it all. Why can't we all just pitch our money in and go buy some place and declare it's ours? This is ours. We are here. Leave us alone. We don't want nothing to do with you. We don't want your protection. We don't want your shit. We don't want your import. We don't want your export. We don't want your taxation. We don't want your leadership. We don't want none of that shit. This is ours. Get gone. And we can do it. So everything you own, we're all going to move within 308 range of each other. I'm living on nuts and berries. What be a bad lifestyle, man? I tried to talk to the other day. I just found some land, or somebody just sent me a thing for land for Virginia yesterday. It was like, I want to say it was like 63 acres for like $50,000, $59,000 or something. Alaska, we found 200 acres for like 100 grand. I'm telling you, I'm getting out of Dodge. People think I'm playing. I should be painting right now. I got to get up and paint here in a minute. I got a long day today. Might just wait for a little bit though, so I don't have to get started and stop. But I'm burnt, man. Like I'm done. I'm done with not having cool people around me. You know, it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna say that. I'm done not having people around me that I can stand to be around. And I can't. I can't stand nobody. Remember Waco, they wanted the system. Yeah, but Waco, they screwed up thy staff by all of them living in one place. And I'm not saying that if you lived in multiple places, that it would work because it probably wouldn't, but you'd have a better chance. Stuck on spices, that's the secret to making anything taste great. Right? Problem is we gotta figure out how to spice it though. I'm not a big fish eater, so she hasn't made it a lot in our relationship. Even when it comes to like deer and stuff. I just told my brother the other day, the next time he goes deer hunting, I want to go with him. When he goes this fall, whenever it is he goes. I think he goes turkey hunting in the fall and the deer's in the spring. Whatever. I need to go with him because I got to start learning how to field dress deer and butcher them and shit. So he said, okay, so I'm going. I'll film it when we go too. It's going to be fun. People like it would have been fun if they didn't have a neighbor like Chipman. Uh, there was a couple stories of what really happened in Waco. Who knows, man? The truth is that if they didn't have a government like ours and there was people that was willing to stand up for other people instead of blame everything on other people, it wouldn't have happened. Those people should still be alive. Our government murdered those people, and when that happened, everybody should have said that's enough. It's it should have people should have stepped a long time ago, man. People are pussies. They're afraid to go to jail and shit. I mean, look at what I'm saying. Just what I say on here can get my door kicked in. It's going to want to get my door kicked in, flat out. There will come a time where they'll be like, they'll come wake me up at 4 a.m. with a gun to my head and say, "Oh, we're taking you because of what you said. We're going to protect you from you." My neighbor home? Yep, he's home. I got to go over here and work on this truck. I told him we'd get over there and finish it today. So I'm going to go over here and get this truck done. Because I said I would. I got 6 holes to drill. He bought some new running boards for it, and the mounts on them are really weird. They could have done a lot better job with the design of it. I told him I'd build him some. I was like, dude, let me build you 4 mounts real quick. I got all this shit in my house. I'll just build them real quick. It'll take me like 2 hours. And he didn't want me to do it, so we're doing it. But you got to drill holes in the rocker panels for these mounts. And I'm like, it's going to rust out. He's like, I don't care. I don't care, man. It lasts me 10 fucking years. It's a pretty good truck, right, man? I said, yeah, it's a good truck. He said, Dodge don't rust out like Fords, man. No, you get your money worth. Get your money worth from the Dodge. Okay, whatever, bro. How much you charge me? I said, I ain't going to charge you nothing. You're my neighbor. He said, oh, no, I'm going to pay you something. I said, look, bro, here's how it works around here. I want to do this for you because you don't know how to do it. I will be able to collect at some point. It's just going to be in a different way. I'm going to come knock on your door and say, I need something done. So then I'm leaving his house. And this was sitting there. I'm like, hey, can I borrow that? So it's brand newish, but the pull cord on it has been cut. So, well, first of all, it didn't have no grease in the little box there. I mean, none. There was no grease in it whatsoever. I pulled it apart, and there was nothing. It had never been greased. So the motor felt like it was seized up, but it wasn't. It was that. It's still hard to pull because of it, but you can at least pull. You couldn't even pull it when I first brought it over here. I thought it was seized up. Then I started looking at it like, wait a second, that's not the problem. But anyway, so he's supposed to come over Sunday and trim up all my bushes and shit for me so they look good because he's a landscaper. He has his own landscaping business. And so that's just how it works. I'm going to do shit for you, do something for me when I need it done. But where he screwed up was he offered to do that. I'm still going to go collect on doing this shit one day. But I got to go. He's home and I want to go get this done. And y'all stay safe. Puppy dogs, what? Oh, the puppy dogs want to see y'all. Come here. Hey, come on, get down out the door. Come here. Oh, there's Nova.
Take the godfather there. Someday I'm going to ask for a picture.
Oh, Daddy loves you. I love you. Oh, I love you. Quit biting me. You're clawing me to death. All right, let Diesel. Diesel wants some time too. There's Diesel. Oh, my doggies love you. Oh, there's Nova again. There's Nova again. Oh, there's Nova again. I'm not a chew toy. Okay, say hi. Oh, Daddy's ear is a chew toy. Nope, not Daddy's neck. There's the other doggy. Oh, they love her Daddy. Oh, I'm a chew toy. Okay, we gotta go now. Say bye.
I know what you said, John.
Everybody stay safe. Hey, 5 o'clock tonight, we'll have Jonathan Picone on. So, be looking out. Have a good day, y'all.
I know what he said.
What do you say?